after getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Makes it past the marker. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
That's an awesome-looking carry. And you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the fullback. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
They'll run the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. This crowd knows when to bring it. He'll ride his man on the option. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense will have its first possession of the game. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
To the air. It's Leonard. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tripped up for the tackle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes the catch. It's Hatcher. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Up and... Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Bringing it out. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. First down for this offense. Direct snap. Runs through a tackle. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Hand off from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Dances away from the heat. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Quarterback on the keeper. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Tulane right back to the line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Give to the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way Then converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And listen.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 on 2nd and 4.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the defense drags him down. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Now on the move. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Slide 22. Let's
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Now the play fake. Looking for a big play. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Intercepted by TCU. And they'll take over first and 10.
Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Galladay. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. The corners are walked up tight. They'll throw it on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making...
He's looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Tulane! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board, just like that. Oh, he's going to go for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
On second down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on third and short. That's reeled in. It's Galladay. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Galladay. They get him down after he makes the catch. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Snap it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll go with a direct snap. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Pulls it in. It's Galladay. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. And you can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. DB's right up on the receivers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Going for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Gets it out fast. Smashes ahead. stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Off-play action on first down. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Direct snap. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They feed him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Snap it to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got a wide open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
They stripped it out. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tulane.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. He fires it out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
Number 4 with the carry.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
TCU 21.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Tulane. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
TCU 21.
He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This defense will try to keep everything in front. He's going for it all. And here's the third interception of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Running toward the tape. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
TCU 21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way to...
Snatches it on the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They keep attacking through the air. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Fires into the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
TCU 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David.
And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Got it past the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Galladay. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's...
Makes the grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
49. TCU 28.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the quarterback stood in there and took that hit, and it pays off with a roughing the passer penalty and a 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got it down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Tulane! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
56, TCU, 28.
Fair catch called for and made. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out. He uncorks one deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A 1st down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's out past the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Yeah, I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run this play from the pistol. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Tackled immediately after the catch. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Tulane.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Oh, no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have